Hey everybody, it is Brad.
And Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead. The crowd goes wild. Mama, I am giddy. And I do not use that word lightly. No, no, no. I am giddy about your loaded baked potato soup. Let's just say it, ladies and gentlemen. It has made me look more like a potato and the man that I am today.
So you're saying that the way you are today is because of me?
You are what you eat. Right? Isn't that how it goes?
Okay.
I'm in shape.
I'm talking round is a shape.
Potatoes
no,
a
I'm
shape.
saying that the things that I cook have made you the man you are today. So,
Actually,
so the reason is it's my fault. I'm kidding.
Well, no, it's your fault because you married me.
That is true. That is
See?
very true.
I gotta tell you guys, this baked potato soup is easy and simple and easy and not hard to do.
And easy.
And it's also very easy to do. And it's as delicious as all that.
You need more synonyms from the thesaurus for the word easy.
I mean, I could be like, this recipe is the pinnacle of brevity in terms of the quantitative analysis of the chronological blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
All right, so
That's
I'm going to
funny.
say hi to a few folks, and then we're going to get cooking here. Mama's going to be
Literally.
the hands in the pot.
Literally cooking.
So, hey, Phoebe, Diana, Angie, Miles, Brenda, Virginia, Deb, Alicia, Angie, again, Diana, thinking of others, Cindy, June, Debbie Grubbs on the Pursley farm, Butterfly, and lots of other people. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
So do tell, and then tell them the ingredients, and we'll get off the races.
Okay, again, simple ingredients.
You sure it's simple?
It's simple.
Or is it easy?
It's easy. It's simple.
I'll show you.
I show you. It's easy. I show you. Okay, so you know, with our family being as big as, I mean, we have 7 children, but David is off. He's married and he's gone, and Jonathan's gone a lot, and so it's really hard for me to make these recipes smaller.
We're in the process of learning how to half everything.
Yeah, exactly. So this, I don't need this one. So this recipe is, actually I'll just make both. I was gonna double the recipe, but Brad's like, no, don't double the recipe for the video.
It'll confuse you guys.
Yes, so I'm not gonna double the recipe, however, I am gonna bake both of them at the same time.
The bacon.
The bacon.
Now.
Anyway.
That's the first thing you need to know.
But that beside the point. When it comes to dinner preparation, I really need to have something that's quick and easy and, you know, doesn't take, 50 million different ingredients to taste really good. So this is one of those recipes that doesn't take that.
Well, here, let me bring the recipe up. Here's the recipe.
All right, so we need potatoes, and I've got those already cut. I know they can't see me.
Let me go back to this camera. Oh, I got to turn the jazz music off.
Please.
Turn the jazz music off.
It's still going. There we go.
Sorry about that. We've had enough jazzy.
So I've already peeled and cut the potatoes into really small little cubes because it'll cook faster in the pot. So I've already got those cut and peeled. We need a quart of chicken broth, 1 whole onion, and I'm going to cut that here in just a second, 1 whole stick of butter, 2 cups of milk, 1/4 cup of flour, 2 cups of cheese, and however much garlic you really like, and we like a lot. So I usually use like 2 tablespoons.
Did you mention the bacon to Roy?
I have not mentioned the
Friend
bacon.
Roy.
Our friend Roy. And this recipe calls for about 6 slices of bacon. However, this really counts for like 8.
These are man-sized slices.
And that's funny because there's only 4 slices in this one package. So this will fill up my entire pan, and it will make plenty of bacon for this recipe.
Reverend Richard Lee is here. And he's asking, what would you recommend for those who do not do well with pork? Well, first of all, you can be healed of that. No, you can be healed. Just put your hands out, people, stretch them out. No.
You can omit the pork.
You don't need the bacon.
You don't need it. This is a loaded baked potato, so we do like to have the bacon in here, but you do not need the bacon in here. And you can.
But it's really good.
It is really good. And do we have chives? Yes, we have chives. I forgot the chives. They're over here.
Careful, you're tethered.
I know I'm tethered.
She's got a microphone on her.
I know.
Yeah, so Yeah, the bacon, it's one of those things that this is an add-on to the recipe. It's an after thing. So if you're like, I want to put in turkey, you could. I think that would be heretical.
You can't. You can use turkey bacon. There is. We call it fakin. Stop. There are folks who don't eat pork, and that is totally fine. That is their choice, and we will not begrudge you of that choice. Just don't begrudge us of using bacon.
These were our piggies.
Never mind. Yes, these were our pigs, and this bacon is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open.
Tell them how we cook our bacon, because we don't pan fry it.
I don't pan fry it because it makes a humongous mess, for one, and you have to constantly watch it, and I'm terrible about that. Burns it. I do. I will burn it because I'm doing other things, and I'm not very I'm not a very good multitasker. So I have learned to bake the bacon on cookie sheets at 400 degrees for 15 minutes, and it comes out just about perfect. If you like it a little crispier, leave it in for a little bit longer. But the way I've calculated it with our oven, it works out just perfect at 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, this smells so good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like candy meat, meat candy. Candy meat.
Just don't put chocolate on it. Blech.
Yeah, that is a weird thing.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not a fan.
Diana Williams Co. says, love bacon, lay hands on him. Well, and you guys are funny. Where the heck do you get these like little icons for bacon? See?
There's you see the little smiley face there?
That's too funny.
Yeah, you can.
There's got to be thousands of them. If they've got emoticons for bacon.
Yeah. Well, if they're using their phone, it's a lot easier to find those emojis. Yeah.
Emojicons.
Yeah. Now my fingers are greasy, so it's gonna be hard to open.
Well, as you're chugging away there, baby, the cleanup for doing it this way is a lot easier too.
Yes.
For making the bacon. Making bacon.
And there's no splatter on the kitchen stove or anything like that. It makes it really. The cleanup is really easy. Uh-oh. And I can save this grease for later.
Yep, for ice cream.
Oh, gross.
No.
Gross.
You guys are being...
All right, I need to wash my hands.
You guys are being silly. Mazel tov. Come on now. No. We will be kind to our Yiddish-speaking friends, our Jewish friends. What's up, Adaptive Maritimer? How you doing? Whatever you're making, gotta have bacon, says Phoebe.
Yeah.
And so then you just pop it in, and how long do you cook it for?
I cook it for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, because by the time this is done, our soup will almost be ready.
And just keep in mind too, here, I'm gonna put it on the close cam here for a sec.
Oops.
Because leave it there for just a second. Show them the thickness of the bacon. This is really thick bacon.
Just wash my hands.
Sorry. But that way, just to keep in mind that if you got thin bacon from the store,
right,
you're gonna really need to keep the time a lot less. Angie's Pantry, that is some huge bacon. Oh my gosh! Yeah. And we were blessed. We have so much of it because we raise our own pigs. I hoard it though. I don't like to share. Yeah. No. And it's a funny thing because around here it's cool because there's people that hunt everything. Whether it's venison or some our friend the Don, he shares that too. They hunt and they catch that stuff and it's a lot different, but it's so good. That just looks amazing. They say. Okay, love the thick slices. Well, why don't you go ahead and next step up is what? Well, next step up, I'm going to go ahead and turn my pot on here. I've got a big cast iron dish here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my onion while that's heating up. It'll take a minute or two. Charlotte Culling, doesn't that make a mess in the oven? No. 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 Not really. I mean, our oven it's an oven. It's meant to be messy. Yeah. Yeah, we're not one of those folks that has to have everything pristinely clean. No. I mean, not gross. You don't want it gross. It's clean. It's just, our oven is being baked. So now being baked, that was really,
I can't talk and cut onions at the same time. Let me tell you.
So, but for this recipe, just to recap,
one whole onion.
One whole onion.
And I'm gonna chop it.
Up here.
Not you know, diced fine, but you know, small enough.
We'll show it. When you get that chopped up, we'll show it on the close cam there. I guess it pays to raise your own pigs, eh? It most certainly does.
It really does.
The onion most certainly does. You want to hold it up there and show them?
No, it's
here. I'll show them.
Making me cry.
Don't cry, baby. Don't cry.
I should have turned the fan on for a minute.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. It's an oven. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Got to be careful.
Do you grease your cookie sheets for bacon? No, you don't need to. It makes its own grease.
Yeah, it does. I used to put parchment paper down, but then I realized I'm just wasting the parchment paper because the grease would go under it anyway. I was hoping that it would, you know, prevent us from having to clean it, but
no,
it's really kind of a waste of money now with
the paper.
Yeah, so.
Oh my graciousness! I made this for family all the time using a recipe, and my family loves it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
That is awesome. Thank you. What a blessing.
All right. One whole onion.
Inger, why not Thrive onions? The reason why we're doing this is because we're trying to make sure that we don't only do Thrive videos, because the way we learned to cook was without Thrive for like all of the years of our life up until a year and a half ago. And we are going to do more Thrive Life cooking videos. As a matter of fact, next week we're going to do one. But we just wanted to basically make sure that everybody didn't feel alienated. You can totally use your Thrive Life stuff.
Right. And well, Inger's in the Netherlands, so they don't have Thrive Life.
They can't get it anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can use the Thrive onions, and all I would have to do is rehydrate them a bit, and it works the same.
Yeah.
I just, like Brad said, we didn't want to, you know, alienate anybody, you know, because you can do this with a raw onion, with fresh onion.
Yep, we just wanted to be making sure we're not alienating anybody. So, okay, what's next?
All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cut up this butter and put it in the pan. This butter is kind of soft.
Okay.
So.
And you use a whole stick?
Whole stick.
Okay.
Just so that it doesn't take so long to melt. That's why I cut it up.
Right. Stirring and stirring and stirring my brew. Ceiling fan really works when cutting onions. Yeah,
it really does.
We just forgot to turn it on.
Forgot I was going to be cutting onions, but it's fine now. I'm not having any issues. If I'm cutting a lot of onions, which I haven't done in a long time, then it takes a while.
Reverend Richard Lee says, next time freezing the onion will help with the tears. Huh, I never thought of that.
Huh. Now how do you cut them if it's
frozen?
Is it
really hard? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. We generally use our Thrive Life stuff.
Right.
But we want it to be inclusive.
I mean, there's certain things that, you know, you really have to have a raw onion with. You know, like when I make the pico, you got to have raw onion with that.
Yeah, you don't use it for everything. It's like 90% of the stuff we use Thrive Life for, but sometimes you just want the real deal.
Yeah. Well, I turned this on high, and it's taking a long time.
Here's an interesting question. Can you substitute potatoes for cauliflower? I'll bet that would be delightful.
I bet that would be really good.
I bet it would.
Oh, yeah.
The trick is you'll see later when she starts cooking it up, the trick is not to mash up the potatoes too much, or else it just makes like a big thick paste.
Right.
But I bet that would be a concern with the the cauliflower if you didn't want to make it too gloopy. You'd have to just be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Buttermilk.
Okay. My wife and I are interested in Thrive Life. David, email me, info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and I'll send you a little link. Using Thrive stuff, becoming consultants, has changed our lives completely.
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, not only, we started out doing it, well, she's doing that.
I dropped it.
Well, we started out doing it as a preparedness thing, you know, emergencies and what if scenarios. And then we started using it more and more and more in our daily life. And now it's just, we use it all the time. And we're making enough money off of being consultants to live out in the middle of nowhere. So praise God.
Yeah. And thank you to you, whoever,
Yes,
those of you who
guys.
order through us. We are truly grateful.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, all right, close cam, Mom. Where are we at?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw the onions in. And we're just going to saute these for just a few minutes until they become translucent. This recipe is going to go pretty quick, guys.
Yeah. Cooking the potatoes is probably the longest.
It is. But that was why I cut them smaller so that it doesn't take as long. If you have big, humongous chunks, it's going to take a lot longer.
Leilani Howard. Thrive Life is a freeze-dried food company that we work with and we're consultants for. And they sell everything from blueberries to actual steak. And it's all like non-GMO. Most of it is non-GMO. Most of it is all organic. And it's just really great food that it sits, you know, in its container. It's fresh as the day it was picked for 25 years, most of it.
Yeah.
So, but that's not what we're talking about today. We might chat about it.
Right. Well, Kathy's asking, have we used the peppers? Yes.
Love
the peppers. We have the mixed peppers, and I just ordered some of the red peppers just this month.
The bigger pieces.
The bigger pieces. Yeah. The mixed bell peppers are smaller, and they're great for pizza. And then the other ones are great for fajitas.
Ooh, look at that. It's going to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that cast iron's got to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, I should have turned it on earlier.
It's all right.
That's okay.
I wish you guys could smell the bacon cooking. Oh my gosh.
It's delightful.
Here, there's a question. If you are Jewish and you do keep kosher, is it wrong to smell the bacon? That's a real question. Reverend Richard, what would you say? Are you allowed to smell the bacon, or does it just have to go into your mouth and then be bad? That's a real kosher question. All right. The peppers are great. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
You can also try red onions and add some sweetness. Absolutely.
I have done that before. Actually, I had a half a red onion in there I was going to use, but I thought, well, I have one whole onion here. I just might as well use that. But I have used red onion before, and it was really good.
Okay, so while that's going, we're just waiting, right? I mean, is that it?
Yeah, this just another minute or two, and then I can go ahead and throw the, I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic in real quick.
Stephen Lee, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate that. You just paid for lunch. Thank you.
Yeah, this is an inexpensive meal too.
Darn it, now I want bacon, says Phoebe. Reverend Richard Lee, laugh out loud. It's not wrong to get the smells.
No, I don't think so.
But then that just kind of drives you crazy to want to know what's it taste like.
Right. That's just lovely there. I love
that.
Hey,
love from Dublin.
Nice.
Mary.
Cool. Nice, thank you.
Hello, hello. So now that's just simmering now that you got the garlic and the onion.
I got the garlic and the onion. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the quarter cup of flour.
Quarter cup of flour. In she goes.
And we'll stir this around and cook it for just a minute or two to get rid of that floury taste.
So you got the butter, you got onions and garlic, and now the flour.
Yep.
So you're kind of making almost like a roux.
Well, yeah, that it's gonna thicken it. Yeah.
Right. Bacon, it's its own food group.
You're right. No kidding.
Give her a good shake. That's your broth.
Yep.
And let's take a look at this delightfulness.
Yep.
There it goes.
It's just you're gonna just cook that flour taste off, and it'll get a nutty flavor to it.
A nutty flavor.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Those you know,
the chefs
that
online.
are like professional chefs.
Yep.
They have to come up with all these exotic terms to make their food sound more fruity.
Right.
I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
They always use nutty.
Right. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour in our chicken broth and the milk.
And how much broth was that, baby?
That's 1 whole quart.
1 whole quart?
And then 2 cups of milk.
And this is milk from our cow, Mace.
Yes. Yes.
In goes the milk. And believe it or not, you're almost there.
Yeah, right. So we're just going to give this a good stir.
Let it get bubbling.
And then I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes.
All right. Hi from Toronto, Helen.
I should have heated
I love Toronto. What a nice city.
Yeah.
Clean, and the people are great.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and add these potatoes. And it's going to take a little while for this to heat up because the milk was cold.
Just cooled it down.
Yeah.
And that's probably gonna need at least 10 or 15 minutes, I would think.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Do you think I could possibly use onion powder instead of onions?
Sure.
I love onions, but not in stuff. It's a texture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You may have to scale back the amount because onion powder is more powerful, more potent.
More potent.
So I don't know. Since it was a whole onion, you might want to use like a third of a cup.
No.
No?
No. No. Like a tablespoon would be a lot. Maybe a couple of teaspoons.
Oh, Jiminy. So
no.
Well, then, what are you going to do with all those 3 or 4 cups of powdered garlic? That'll work?
No.
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 Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
What am I going to do with you?
Hello from North Carolina. All right, Brad. Will you be mailing samples of your soup to viewers? Weights with spoon handy.
Yeah.
I've often wondered what the logistics would be in mailing food.
Oh my.
I mean, we've gotten stuff in the mail, like, if you get a present from somebody who's like really rich and they send you one of those baskets full of stuff,
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get them fresh.
Oh goodness.
I mean, we've gotten,
Yeah.
man, when I worked at the church in Cincinnati, there were a lot of rich people there. Yeah. And one of the gifts we got was such a blessing. It was steaks.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was really
They
really
came
good.
in the mail.
Right.
That's a weird thing. Like all the weird stuff you can mail now.
Yeah. Oh no.
You can get chickens in the mail. I'm not kidding.
I know you can.
They
I
put chicks
I
in
would
the mail.
not. I would not. But it's just because that's.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure this out.
What are you doing?
Shush.
You could just look at this screen.
No. I know. No, I forgot to get napkins. And so I was asking Claire to come down and get napkins. Not like that.
That's perfect. That's all you need.
No.
So yeah, other weird stuff that you can mail now. I'm a beekeeper, and you can buy
mail
bees
bees.
through the mail. If I was like, come on in, Claire.
I need
Come
some
on in.
napkins.
Come on in, say hi to everybody. Claire's got a sweet new little outfit on.
She got a cute little dress. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, I need like 5 or 6 napkins, please. 6 at least.
Would you guys possibly do ice cream of mushroom soup with the Thrive mushrooms?
It's not. It doesn't say ice cream.
No.
It says cream of mushroom soup. Thank you.
I'm teasing.
Yes, I would. I would make. I've actually made. Sorry, honey.
Wait a minute. Since Claire's here, come back. Say hello, Claire. Claire usually is a moderator for us, and she is so fast.
She is really fast.
Yeah, whenever she sees something going awry, it's gone.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Anyway, yes, I have made cream of mushroom soup with the mushrooms. Before I rehydrate them, I dice them up really fine, and then make very similar to what I made here. You've got the butter and then the onions, and you can put the mushrooms in there at that time. I actually wouldn't rehydrate them then. I would just put them in dry. And then you add your flour and then your broth. And then you've got cream of mushroom soup.
Well, and also, too, some of the products, when you get them for Thrive, if you've been using them a while, like shuffling the cans around, sometimes you get little bits of powder down in the bottom of the can anyway. Yeah. And that's perfect for this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Our bacon should be done.
Bacon's done? Is it done?
Oh, it's perfect.
It's perfect. Do I need to get out of the way?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Did Claire hear any news from college? Well, she has accepted it. She's been accepted into a college, and she's been getting scholarships. So praise God, she's got, I think, almost
most of her school paid for.
of her school paid for next year.
Yep.
So praise God for that.
May I have the tongs?
You may have the tongs, yes, baby. Ow! Just pinched me.
Ow! Ah. Can I have the claws, please? Ay.
So funny. We just had lunch with daughter, and we also had loaded baked potato soup and BLTs. What a nice lunch. There you go.
All right, so here's our bacon.
Well, they can't see it just yet.
No, I know.
Oh my gracious!
When I get it on this tray, I'll show it to him.
They're asking about Claire. So she's going where she wants to go. Yes.
Yes, she's going where she wants to go.
Yep.
And please forgive us. We're not going to tell you where she's going.
Yeah. We wanted to have a little bit of privacy with that kind of thing. Yeah, but she's super excited about, I mean, okay, little secret about Claire. She is an old soul. She more identifies with people that are our age and older than just about anybody in her, age group.
Yeah.
And she just has always wanted to get out there and get going with life. And oh yeah, here, bacon can, ready? You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Come on. Come on. Just the right amount of crunchiness. Still a little bit of chewy on the inside.
Yep.
Come on. Hurt me, baby. Hurt me, baby.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm just gonna I put this on napkins just to absorb some of that grease, and I'm gonna let this cool before I cut it.
Okay.
So we're just waiting for this to boil.
The adaptive maritimer, I'll never tell. Because you probably know.
Not telling.
Not telling.
Not telling.
Inger Egermont, she obviously is an old soul. Yeah, she absolutely loves, she doesn't have time for all the petty teenage stuff that people do.
No.
What would you just do?
I just added a touch of salt. It needed a bit of salt.
You gotta let them know, Mama.
Sorry. You add salt and pepper to taste. So that's what I'm doing now. I added just probably a half a teaspoon of salt because the cheese and the bacon is going to add some salt flavor to it. So I don't want to add a ton of salt, just a little bit. I mean, we've got 6 cups of liquid here. And I just picked it up, a pinch of salt, just like this, and threw it in. It really was not.
And truth be told, I have probably too much salt in my diet. I love the salty flavor.
Yeah.
And so I'll usually probably even add more when I have my bowl.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Or he'll come in behind me and add more.
I won't do it to the whole pot. I'll do it to mine.
Sometimes it happens, but that's okay.
Yeah, let's
see. It usually tastes better that way then.
So, okay, then let's see if the
I
camera
added
can
some
focus.
fresh ground pepper and that dash of salt. And I'm just going to stir this up. It's going to thicken because of that flour that was in there. And then it will thicken even more as I crush the potatoes.
Don't do it too much.
No, I don't. I don't crush them too much because I like those big chunks of potatoes in there. And see how I cut, go back to the...
Oh, close cam,
please.
Here you go.
See, I cut the potatoes relatively small.
Probably about, what would size you say?
1/2-inch cubes.
Yeah.
Because I want it, I don't want to have it take a long time to cook.
Right.
So.
Poker Trucker Glenn, is Thrive Life organic? Some is and some is not. Everything is very, very clearly marked. Yeah. And one of the things that I learned that I did not know until about 6 months ago is why they don't have the organic classification on everything, because some countries do not have the same rules of organic labeling as the USDA does.
Right.
And when they may very well be organic to our standards, they don't have that designation, so they can't legally say that it's organic.
Right.
And that's just a long way around of saying almost everything is.
Right.
Only about half the things are actually marked organic, but there's even a chart. It's crazy. You can see the country of origin. You can see exactly all of the different statuses of it, different allergies, if you're allergic to blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So, where are we at, Mama?
Well, we're just waiting for the potatoes to cook. So, we can chat about, because that's all that's left. I got to cut the bacon.
Cheese and chives.
Right. But,
chop that bacon, baby.
I'm just going to cut the bacon. It should be, it's still pretty hot. Oops. Still pretty hot, so.
I can take care of it for you, Mama. Mamacita, I can do it. I'm here for you.
I'm sure.
Not just emotionally.
I know.
But I'm here physically.
Here you go.
Oh my gracious, guys.
So good.
It's just the right amount of melt and the crunch.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yum. So you guys got any questions? Oh yeah. Actually, I don't know if you could can it because of the milk that's in it.
Well, you could put together a vacuum sealable Thrive-based
that would be easy.
jar, because then you could vacuum seal it and you'd be good to go. That soup needs some Cracker Barrel Old Sharp Cheddar.
That's coming last. That's coming last.
Covered.
That goes in last, and that melts in here, and it should thicken it up relatively quickly. So
yeah, when you get a nice piece of bacon, it has the right amount of melt, if that makes sense.
Nice crispy bacon.
Because it's like crispy on the outside, and then the fat kind of mixed right with the right amount of meat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yummy.
This is how we rock. What's up, Barry? Dude, I was just talking about you. If you guys don't know, Barry Sparks, he is a legendary bass player.
Sure he wants his last name on there?
No, he's got it on his website.
Okay.
He's not trying to hide it.
Okay.
But he's a total rock star. And by rock star, I mean like literal rock star. He's played with the Scorpions and UFO and all these big rock bands that I grew up loving.
And Dokken. Yes.
He's rocking with Dokken.
I was in high school, and I had a good friend of mine who was a complete metalhead. She was into Dokken like nobody's business. It was awesome.
But he didn't ask for this plug, but I'm going to plug it anyway. Barry Sparks is his website. And if you're into sweet old rock, and he's like super technical, like he can really, really play extremely well. But check it out, because he's, oh my gosh, and this was, I'm sorry, I'm
You're tripping over your mouth, your words.
There's too much trying to come out, and I can't get it all out at once. He was in this Japanese band called Bees, like B''Z. They're huge.
That's
I've never
awesome.
even heard of them.
No,
They've sold 40 million records.
You don't live in Japan.
Well, okay, here's the thing, guys. The joke is that if you're a musician and you want to try to kind of impress somebody that you don't know, but they don't know you really well, you can say, yeah, we're big in Japan. Because
he truly is.
Because nobody can prove it or disprove it.
Right.
But he really is big in Japan.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So yeah, Barry Sparks, check him out. He's a shredder.
Phoebe is baking bacon right now.
Baking bacon right now.
No rock for our Christian family. Oh, okay.
Oh, no rock?
Yeah.
Well, a life without rock is sad, because there's plenty of great music and it doesn't have to be evil.
No, it's true.
Yeah. All right. So what else are we doing? Are you ready to chop? What are we doing?
Oh, okay, questions. Common Sense University asks, where did we get this beautiful cast iron? Where did we get this?
That cast iron?
It has the lid.
No,
yeah.
I got you that for Christmas.
Right. It has a lid on it.
We got that from Bass Pro.
Yes. Yes. I'm reaching.
Where are you going there, sister?
I'm getting the lid. It has this lid that goes with it. We have another one up there that's got it's the Dutch oven. It's got the feet on it that you can put it in a fire outside.
Yeah.
But this one's great for inside. I make roasts with this.
That is taking so long to heat up.
It really is.
Maybe put it on the stove.
I think I'm gonna. Here,
oh,
I need to put this back.
One more word about Barry Sparks before we move on. He's a conservative, okay? He even played for Ted Nugent, and he's got a big family, 5 kids, and they're conservative folks. So don't think just because he plays rock and roll that he's some kind of weirdo whack job, because he's not. He's solid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move this to the... It's not too hot.
NCS, South Carolina Beach 1, I'm assuming. Keith Green. Keith Green is amazing. I love Keith Green. Probably one of my favorite songs is The Prodigal Son Suite.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, talk about a redemptive thing. And that guy, what an ability to sing. Keith Green, a little story about Keith Green. Before he passed away, one of the things he did at his concerts that I thought was amazing, and we modeled it too, is that if somebody came up to the table to where you would, buy CDs, or if you had a t-shirt or something, you want to sell that. If people didn't have the money for it, he just said, take it. Absolutely. Go for it.
Yeah.
And we did that too. And what was crazy about it is every time, all the time, except in very few instances, we always ended up making just about the amount of money we would have made had we charged for everything.
Yeah.
Because other people will just go, well, here's X amount of dollars. And we're like, whoa, that's way too much. They're like, no, this is fine.
Right. It'd be a blessing.
Okay, so what do we got going on here, baby? Bacon cam?
Yeah. Oh.
If you want to scoot over there?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to slice this. Chop it.
Chop, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to chop it. Is my hand in the way? Yeah.
That's okay. Be safe, baby. Don't worry about the camera shot.
Yeah, I mean, this is using this big knife. I absolutely love this knife. I use it for pretty much everything. And I just cut this bacon up like this, and then I'll cut it the other way so that they're smaller pieces.
The Hatfield Prepper says, I got my Dutch oven at a yard sale for $25. Wow.
I think we paid 40, something like
no,
that. 60. I think it was
I
like
thought
60.
It was more than that.
I don't know.
But we like to cook with the cast iron as often as we can, just because when you get it seasoned good, man, it makes everything come to life. All the flavors.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's go close here again.
This one's still a little chewy. That is crispy as the other ones. See, and you probably could chop this before you bake it or you cook it. You could cook it in a pan. It's just so much easier to bake it, and that way it's just done.
Fab4Gal, I have not heard of a band called Freedom Jam. Doesn't mean that we didn't actually play with them, because when you play at fairs and festivals and stuff like that, you're with tons of different bands, and you may not have a chance to meet even half of them or a quarter of them because you're busy. You're busy. Brad, here, I knew this was coming up, and I knew it was going to be Alicia, and I almost mentioned it during the Bible study this morning. I can't play guitar right now. I think I actually have real life, honestly, Scout's honor. I think I've got some, what's that stuff they call it when I was out in the...
Frost nip.
My fingers are tingling, and I was out in the snow too much 3 days ago.
Well, and you were out there again today for a long time, too.
I can't feel them.
Yeah.
So next time, unless I've got some, I don't think I've caused permanent damage, but I will.
Yeah.
But I can't right now.
There, it's starting to boil.
Leave that on, Mama. Leave that on, because you're going to transfer it, right?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Here, I'll do it.
I got it. It's all right. I got two hands.
Now that you got it boiling, you can probably, we'll see. Two Sparrows Homestead, hello. Cara Velez says, rescued mine from the rust, about $5.
Wow.
Scores a 100-year-old Wagner. Oh my gosh.
I have some amazing pieces of cast iron here. A friend of the channel, when we first started our channel, we were probably, what, a year and a half in? Brian Hendershot.
Brian Hendershot, friend of the channel.
Yep. He had rescued all of this cast iron from yard sales and flea markets and things like that.
He gave us the most amazing gift.
I have a Griswold square one.
That's nice.
Is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this one. I make quesadillas in this all the time.
Isabella is here from Nigeria.
Oh, hello, hi, Isabella.
Cool. Alicia, with my frozen fingers, I think it's going to be okay, because it was more of my hand and now it's just down into the fingertips. Yeah. But, you know, Phoebe. Okay, here's what happened. We were out there and we had a guy. There was the video that we had when the Bobcat guy came. What you didn't see was Claire's car got stuck in the snow, and we were using the Bobcat to pull her car out. Well, I had to get up underneath the car and find a place that wasn't rusty to hook the tow rope on. Well, I was down there for a good 15 minutes, actually just hands in the ice. And it was really cool. So
not a good place to be.
I should have probably rethought that. But it was one of those moments where you're like, I just got to get it done. Here we go. So here we go. Oh, yeah. Griswold. Yes, here we go. Let's see what we got. Looky there. Now it's getting happy.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, I want to show this other cast iron piece that I have.
Oh, someone's asking, okay, does anyone have a seasoned Dutch oven that they want to buy one?
Oh, awesome.
You know what? There are probably people in this chat that might be able to take you up on that.
Yeah. Okay, here is another one that he brought over.
This is a thing of beauty.
This one, I treasure this one a lot. I can't remember what brand it is. It doesn't say on the bottom, but this is a two-part cast iron. It has a skillet, and it's a lid.
We use this when it's summertime here. We cook outside a lot over the campfire, at least once or twice a week. And we use all of this stuff out there, and it's just fabulous.
I love it.
It takes the little mistakes and kind of makes them, if it makes sense, it's easier to make a good tasting meal without having to just like be a hawk over it all the time.
Right.
Because everything heats up slower, everything cools down slower.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Pips and Pop says, I have one. All right.
All right, I'm going to test these potatoes, see if they're getting soft. They're getting there, almost.
Darn near there?
Yeah. Darn near there.
Darn near there. Let me go to the close cam, show them what they got, baby.
All right, so what I do is I just take up a big scoop here. Oop, we got a big potato here. And it's getting softer. This big one is not quite there, but these smaller ones are.
Going, yeah. All right.
But as you can see, it's gotten a lot thicker.
Yep.
And then as I add the cheese in a minute, after I smash up the potatoes.
Okay. Oh no, You Betcha 78 had frostbite in their fingers in the late 80s.
That's not good.
Man.
That's not good.
We're new to this. This cold that can actually hurt you bad fast.
Right, right.
I mean, it was -14 today, and I was out pulling snow off the barn.
Yeah.
Because we've been hearing these horrible stories. There's been, in this local area,
Three
there
or
have been
four.
two, at least.
At least three. Three that I know of.
Barn collapses.
Yeah, dairy barns that have collapsed. There was one actually just a couple of miles up the road that fell on their cows, and they had to actually.
A bunch of cows.
They killed the barn killed a few, and then they had to put down at least 10. And then there was another barn not far from here that had 300 dairy cows in it, and that had a partial barn collapse, so they had to relocate quite a few. I don't know how many cows died.
That's just horrible.
Yeah, and then there's another one. It was like a 1,200 cow barn. It's
That's
a huge
amazing,
dairy. Huge dairy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you have to be a seriously gifted person to keep that many animals of that size alive and healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then to milk them?
Right. Right. Yeah, you're right. The barns do hold the heat really well.
They do.
But it also, the roofs, some of the roofs don't hold the snow very well.
Well, and that's one of those things that if you're going to live where there's a lot of snow, you're going to have to put up extra trussing when you build your barns.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, right now, I'm out there struggling to keep the snow off the top of it, and we're doing our best.
Right.
Hey, Brad, heading to Lakeland tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I grew up in Lakeland.
That's cool. All right.
My dad's still in Bradenton.
Yep. Now this is done. The potatoes are cooked. They're nice and tender. So I'm going to go ahead and take my potato masher right here, and I'm just going to mash through here.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. Just, just for a minute or two, just to kind of squish these up a bit.
I like it thinner. That's the problem.
Yeah, he does. I like it thicker.
Thinner.
Yeah.
You're good, Mama. That's it.
No way.
Come on, baby. Don't do it to me.
No way. They're
you know
still
the
big
cheese
pieces.
is gonna thicken it too.
I know.
Oh, Mom.
Give me a minute.
Come on.
Give me just a minute. I need
Oh,
a
my
few more.
word.
All right. There. Okay, so now see.
Speaking of Dutch ovens, we called Walmart to see if they had one. They transferred us to the toy section.
Why would they transfer you to the toy section?
They probably didn't know what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that sad?
That is really sad.
That's funny.
Okay. Go look at. Can you put the up close camera?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at now. See here. I've got this. There's still some big chunks, but then most of them are smashed up. Well, actually, need a little bit more.
No, it's done. Stop it.
You just
stop it.
No,
stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You're gonna make me spill this. Quit.
It's perfect.
All right, fine. There. So there. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do, where'd my recipe go? Oh, there it is.
Do you really need it?
I really do, actually, just to make sure that I don't do anything wrong, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and add the bacon. Now, half of this bacon is for the other batch, but I don't think we need another batch. I think this is plenty.
Well, we'll call, because Jonathan's bringing over 2 friends they're eaters, so.
No, one can't come. I don't think they can come.
We'll see. Then we'll find out.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn this temperature down to low, and I'm going to go ahead and put half this bacon in Only half. I know.
Because we made enough for double.
Right.
Yeah. Butterfly, no, mash it up some more. No, no, no.
See, I would.
No, no, no.
That would be me.
It's going to thicken up anyway.
I know. I know. This is still bubbling like crazy on the low. All right, so I put the bacon in, and now I'm going to go ahead and put all of this cheese in. 2 cups of cheese, and give it a good stir.
And we use the nice sharp cheddar.
Yes. Sharp cheddar gives it a really yummy flavor. I really like the Vermont extra sharp cheddar.
Oh, yeah.
That's white, not yellow, because milk is white, not orange. But that cheese is quite expensive.
Hey, Mike.
So guess what, folks? We're done.
That's done.
This is done. I mean, it would have taken me less time if I was doing it on the stove. This meal probably takes about a half an hour, start to finish.
Yeah. But a lot of it's not active, like you're not sitting there at it. It's just time.
Right, right. I mean, you take time to, I need the ladle, please.
Ladle.
You need time to prep the potatoes and the onions and the onion and bake the bacon. So.
Oh, and we're going to top it off with maybe a little extra bacon, maybe?
No.
Some chives?
No.
No?
Chives, yes. Chives, yes, but not bacon.
Here we go. Ooh. Show them in the close cam, baby. 1, 2, 3. And yummy. My gracious. Now, for those of you who are in Europe, we have made a potato and leek soup, and that came
really good.
That came from a recipe from some folks in England.
Yep.
And boy, oh boy, it was very similar, but doggone tasty. It was hard to find leeks, though.
Yeah, leeks are not a common thing here. It's going to melt my face off.
Careful. Careful. Yeah. I'll go to the close cam. While you recover.
It's fine.
Bread bowl and black pepper, says Deb.
I put some black pepper in it.
Clams would be good in that soup.
Probably in the leek potato soup.
I'll bet that would.
Needs a touch more salt.
A little more salt? All righty.
But time for dinner yet?
Actually, you know,
this is what's for dinner.
Yeah, this is what is for dinner.
Yep.
That's going to be too thick by then. I'm telling you.
Usually we eat it right away, honey.
Well, maybe I will.
You can.
Maybe I can. Maybe I will.
You turkey.
Anyway, so that's that. Is that it for the day?
I think so.
If you guys are interested in finding out more about Thrive Life stuff, email us.
Yep.
info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Like I said, it's one of those things that allows us to live out in the middle of nowhere, and the food is amazing. I would never, ever, ever try to tell somebody, hey, get this, if we really didn't believe it was good.
Right.
And we use it all the time. And so there it is. Baked potato soup loaded.
Yeah, it's easy, it's simple, and wait, those are the same thing.
Easy, simple.
And it's simple ingredients is what I meant to say. So.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Next week we were thinking about cooking something with mostly Thrive. You can always just swap the ingredients out if you're like, oh, I don't have it.
Right.
And that's fine. But does anybody have any suggestions? Throw them up in the chat and maybe we'll pick one. If there's one that we're like, oh yeah, we can do that, that would be really great. So suggestions before you go. And I think I'm going to have some soup and have dinner early. It's almost 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
We're older folks. Fab4 Girl, the Brad has put up the recipe at the beginning of the video in a few different spots. So go back to that and you can reference and write it down. There you go. Yeah.
All you gotta do is pause it right now.
Pause right now and then you can write it down. But it's also in our cookbook. Our cookbook is on sale. Not on sale, but is for sale. The link is
down below.
Down below. Inhaled a chive. No, I'm good. Anyway, yeah, the link for that is down below.
What?
I don't know.
Uncomplicated potato soup.
Yes, it is very uncomplicated. It is very, very easy and yummy.
Even Brad could do it.
He could.
And I've been known to make a mean tater soup.
Yep. Yep.
Well, that's it, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm Brad.
Sorry, I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and a blessed day. Thanks for coming around.
Yep.
And tolerating our
Nonsense.
silliness.
Yeah, definitely.
Our silliness.
Yeah.
So there we go. Peace out.